All right, we're going to do our next Bible story, which is about Moses when he is a grown-up, and we're going to need another white piece of paper, okay? So we just listened to the story of baby Moses, and now we're going to talk about when he grows up. So when Moses was old enough, his mother took him back and gave him to the princess. So he grew up in the palace as Pharaoh, kind of like Pharaoh's grandson. Now, remember, Pharaoh did not treat the Israelites, also called the Hebrews, very fairly. They were slaves. And these are Moses' people. These are God's people. Now, God and Moses did not like how Pharaoh was treating them. So, Moses grew up in the palace of Pharaoh, the king of Egypt. He grew up to be a strong young man, but Moses did not like the way his people were treated. He saw Hebrew slaves being beaten and bullied every day. So Moses left the palace. He became a shepherd. He got married and had a family. Now, a shepherd is somebody who takes care of sheep. So there's Moses. He has his staff and all his little sheep. One day, Moses was tending his sheep on a mountain. There he saw a strange sight. A bush was on fire, but the bush was not burning. Moses went up to get a better look, and a voice came out of the fire. Whose voice do you think it was? It was God. God was speaking to Moses. Moses hid his face because he was afraid to look at God. God told Moses that he had seen the suffering of the Israelites. God told Moses, "Go to Pharaoh. I want him to free my people so you can take them to the land of milk and honey that I promised to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob." Moses didn't think that he was going to be brave enough for this job and to speak to the king alone. So God told him to take his brother Aaron with him to speak for him. "What if Pharaoh does not believe that you have sent us?" Moses asked God. God said, "I will give you a sign to show Pharaoh. Is that your staff on the ground? Throw it. Or is that your staff in your hand? Throw it on the ground." So Moses threw down his staff and it changed into a snake. When he picked it back up again by the tail, it turned back into a staff. Then Moses went back down the mountain. He and Aaron told the people what God had said, and they told everyone to get ready to leave Egypt. Moses would lead them to the land that God had promised them. So God has a really, really, really big job for Moses. His job is that Moses needs to go tell Pharaoh, "Let my people go. Let the Israelites go free." Now, if Pharaoh's the king, do you think that he's going to let all his slaves just go freely right then? He's not. Pharaoh's going to put up a little fight, and we're going to read that story next. But Moses and his brother Aaron are ready to go talk to Pharaoh. And they're telling all the Israelites to get your things ready to go. All right? So we're going to do another drawing today. We're going to draw our picture of the burning bush. All right, before we start doing that, make sure your paper's like this, right? This is called landscape. If your paper is turned like this is called portrait. We want our paper to be in landscape today because it's going to give us more room to do some writing. So, first at the top, we're going to write 3 words: the burning bush. So we're going to start in the top corner all the way over here with the word the. Now the word the, I think we practiced it the other day. Do you remember? T-H-E, T-H-E, I can spell the T-H-E. So there it is, T-H-E. We have the word the. Press pause if you need to finish that word. Next, we're going to scoot over a little bit. So I'm going to take 2 fingers. See if you can take 2 fingers. I'm going to put them right here between, and then I'm going to write my next word. My next word is going to be burning. So it's going to start with a B. Then we're going to have a U, R, N, I, N, G. The burning. Ooh, the burning what? The burning what? This story is called The Burning Bush. So press pause if you need to finish the word burning. I'm going to use my 2 fingers again, and I'm going to make my next word, which is bush. B, U, S, and H. The burning bush. Press pause if you need to finish that. All right, and then we're going to start. So I'm going to first draw the ground. Now I'm showing it brown because Moses was in Egypt. Egypt was a desert, so there wasn't that much growing and that much green. And then we're going to draw, let's see, I'm going to use markers and crayons today. We're going to put Moses over here. Now, let's see. You can draw Moses' body however you want. Sometimes he's shown with like a sash on. He needs a face. And his mouth's gonna be wow, whoa, because he's gonna be seeing what? The burning bush, right? He's going to be seeing the burning bush. I'm also going to put in his hand his shepherd's staff because he was taking care of his sheep. He's a shepherd. A shepherd is somebody who takes care of their sheep. Now, he was just with his sheep and he saw the bush. Now I'm just drawing the branches. The branches of the bush. Then I'm just going to draw all around the greenery of the bush. But there was something else amazing that was happening with the bush. Do you remember? It was also on fire, but it wasn't burning. And the fire was used to get Moses' attention, and it was also God speaking to Moses. So you can also make your bush however you want to show that it's on fire. And God is speaking to Moses from a bush. Wouldn't that be cool if you were like walking down the street and all of a sudden there was like a bush on fire and God spoke to you through it? So we wrote the burning bush. We drew Moses with his staff and we drew the burning bush. And God was speaking to Moses. So cool.